add a new location to your site, first navigate to the Locations menu and click on the Location Settings submenu. You'll see a list of existing locations within this menu. To add a new location, click New. Begin by entering the level or location name. Then enter the location nickname. Next, enter the location number. This number may be an existing number from your previous system or may be a randomized number. Next, enter the level code. Then select the level type from the org hierarchy drop-down list. Next, select the location's parent level. Then select the status of the location. You can change this status to deleted or inactive at any time. Then enter the location's contact name and contact details, such as email, address, city, state, zip, and phone number. Please note that these contact details will display within the Parker Portal map page so that parkers registering for parking can view these details. The contact name whose email address is listed within this field will also receive communications regarding the location. Once you've added these details, navigate to the Invoice Settings menu. Here within this menu, you can enter the remittance contact information, which will be printed across all invoices. Begin by entering the remit contact name. Then enter the remittance email address. As well as the remittance phone number. Next, enter the remit address. Then select whether you'd like to remove the operator name from the remittance address. Optionally, you can also enter invoice comments here within this field. These comments will be printed within the invoice. Next, select the invoice email template that will be sent out along with all invoices. This template can be configured within the Communications menu under the Email Templates submenu. Then select if you'd like to enable invoice auto payments. This will allow you to close out all invoices from within the invoice release screen before releasing these to customers. If you'd like to import payments from your lockbox, please contact a Zephire administrator regarding this selection. Next, select whether you'd like to hide the invoice footer. Then navigate to the Setup Items tab. Here, you'll select the client or owner name from the drop-down list, as well as the parking operator name. Then select the proration type offered upon sign-up. If no proration is offered, select None. Then select the billing offset days if applicable. Please note that this will affect all dates within the invoice calendar. If no billing offset is allowed, enter a value of 0. Then enter the location's total space capacity. Next, enter the day's notice required for cancellation. Then enter the setup lead time, or days in advance that a parker can register for parking. A value of 0 will allow the parker to sign up for next day parking. Then select whether or not you'd like to enable auto-credentialing. If enabled, this will automatically assign credentials to the parkers. Next, under the Charge Types and Fees tab, you can configure setup fees, NSF fees, late fees, system-generated credits, as well as imported validations. For setup fees, begin by entering the setup fee value. This will be charged for each Parker registration. Then select the corresponding charge type. If NSF fees are charged for insufficient funds, enter the value within the NSF fee field. Then select the corresponding charge type. You can enter either a late fee dollar amount or percentage. Next, select whether you'd like to enable late fees at the location, as well as the corresponding late fee charge type. Then select the Account Credits charge type from the drop-down list. If importing validations, you can select the Imported Validation charge type. Then select the corresponding charge type from the drop-down list. Next, within the Suspensions tab, you can choose to opt a location out of automatic credential suspension by selecting Yes within this field. Otherwise, select No. You can also enter a dollar amount that will be the threshold for both group and Parker accounts. If a group account or Parker account owes less than the dollar amount entered within these fields, they will not be included in automatic credential suspension. Then select the suspension email template that will be sent to the Parker when their credential is suspended. Also select the unsuspension template that will be selected once the balance is paid. Next, within the Tax Setup tab, you can configure up to 3 parking taxes, including sales tax, parking tax, or other tax. Within the Parker Portal Items tab, begin by entering the latitude and longitude coordinates. These coordinates will allow the location to populate within the Parker Portal map page. Next, enter the days in advance that a Parker can register for parking. Enter a value of 0 within this field if a Parker can register for next day parking. Next, select whether employer data is available for selection upon registration within the Parker portal. Then select whether the selection of the Parker's employer name is required upon registration. Zephire also allows you to give the option, as well as require, documentation upload upon registration for locations that are currently in a waitlist status or for locations that have available parking. First, select whether the documentation upload selection is active. Then select whether this field is required. Then enter the documentation registration upload instructions. You'll want to include which documentation is required upon registration. After you've made the documentation upload selections, navigate to the Accepts tab. This field is asking whether the location accepts new Parkers, new merchants, new contracts, new clients, as well as new operators. These fields are all generally answered with yes. Once you've made your selections, click Update to save the location. You can use any of the header fields to search and sort through information to locate your location. You can edit or delete a location at any time by clicking Edit or Delete. You can also add notes to a location through the Notes link. These notes are only visible through the admin portal. Click New to add a new note and begin entering your note. Once you've entered the note, select Active as the note's status. This can be changed to deleted or inactive at any time. Then click Update to save the note. You also have the option to assign a location-specific logo to the location. To assign a location-specific logo, browse for the logo file within your computer and then select the logo from the drop-down list. Then click Assign Logo. You can also select Remove Logo if you'd like to remove this in the future. This logo will be printed across all invoices rather than use the operator logo. For additional instruction on how to add other location details, such as space setup and special rates, reserved space management, and credential details, as well as waitlist information, keycard reconnaissance, and location details, please visit our full library of Zephire tutorial videos or contact a Zephire administrator.